Great news for the sport of triathlon and Bermuda with the approval of not only Commonwealth Games but now the Olympic Games, a team event for the sport of triathlon. Your thoughts first on hearing that the IOC have approved it for the 2020 Olympics and even, for that matter, the 2018 Commonwealth Games?
That's fantastic. It just so happens that we have a strong possibility of having 2 female and 2 male athletes at the Commonwealth Games initially. We're waiting for standards to be ratified, but we're hoping strongly that Tyler Smith, Erica Hawley, Flora Duffy, and Tyler Butterfield will be able to qualify, which then will give us an opportunity to field a team in the super sprint relay, which is each athlete does a super sprint. Followed by the other one, so it's 200-meter swim, 6K bike, and a 2K run, and immediately followed by the next athlete. And so I think we certainly will not embarrass ourselves, and I think Bermuda will put up a strong showing, certainly in the Commonwealth Games. And now that it's been ratified for the Olympics, hopefully we can squeeze a few more ounces out of Tyler and Flora, and we'll have a team there. But it is very exciting. It's turning out to be one of the most exciting events that will be at the Olympics because there's lots of lead changes because you have females and males and you choose their order and as I said, it is very exciting.
Recently Commonwealth put out who their top 5 would be, they think, of according to the countries, but you think Bermuda has a shot of being in that running?
I probably wouldn't go as far as to say top 5 because you have in the Commonwealth, Britain gets broken down into the 4 countries, so of course you have Australia, Canada, New Zealand would be 3 strong ones, and then England, Scotland, Wales. But certainly Scotland, Wales, I think Bermuda has a chance to stick with. So top 5 is not out of the question, probably more like 7, but you just never know on the day. Things can go wrong. There's 4 athletes, so you never know, a bike problem or a transition issue. The timing is so similar. It's by seconds each leg. So yeah, there's no reason why Bermuda will distinguish itself as a small country of 65,000 people going against some of these major nations is incredible. And to think that how far we've come is just amazing.
Well, obviously you've already had talks with the 4 that you've already named. What has their response been in looking forward to taking part in the inaugural event for the Commonwealth and then on to the Olympics maybe?
Yeah, I think all of them are really excited. It's kind of nice to compete on your own, but when 2 juniors like Tyler Smith and Erica Hawley can compete with Flora Duffy and Tyler Butterfield, that just makes it more special. And I think for Flora and Tyler, having been to many Commonwealth Games and Olympics, to sort of have Bermuda, as I said, a little small island, being almost a force to be reckoned with in a relay, just makes it that much more special. So from my conversations with the 4 of them, they're all very keen to be a part of it.
Well, Ben, obviously this is fantastic news for your sport of swimming, the possibility of having mixed relays in the Tokyo Olympics, but not just for the Tokyo Olympics, but going on, because we have so many youngsters who are performing at a high level, and now they can see their attempt can be made in a team event at future Olympics.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, when they started to do the mixed relays, it became an excitement for everybody that's had an opportunity to see when these events happen. It's exciting because there's always the combination. No one knows what order they're going to swim in, and what happens is as you're watching the race unfold, you'll see the differences where certain athletes are going to obviously excel. So sometimes you've got a boy going against a girl, and it's added a great dynamic to the sport. For us, the idea of a smaller country having the opportunity to potentially get to that point, it's so much harder for us now to develop multiple athletes in the same age bracket at the same time. So having a lower level, meaning that we can potentially get 2 really fast guys and 2 really fast girls at the same time, it just adds a level of excitement and something for everybody to strive for.
Well, obviously, you have your hands full at the 11 to 12 girls age group right now, and the same thing with the 11 to 12 boys, I believe, because Sam's in the 11 to 12 boys, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It could be we could be looking at 8 years down the road, or potentially just a little more, or just a little less, to come up with another boy who can be just as strong. If those two young ladies can maintain and get stronger and stronger, we can, in the 2024 Olympics, possibly be knocking on that door.
Well, I mean, obviously, as we continue to try to get more athletes into the sport and getting more people to the level that we've been able to produce recently, this upcoming CCCAN gives us an opportunity. We're going to have mixed relays in every age group. So where normally we wouldn't have a relay, we're getting this opportunity. So the more chances we get, the more excitement we have, and hopefully we'll get more young swimmers joining the ranks of the ones that we have now, because they see these opportunities ahead of them.
What a lot of people don't realize is this mixed relay is something that you have been talking with others in the region about some time ago, and you now see it coming to fruition.
Yeah, most definitely. One of the things that's been difficult for a while, just from a country size standpoint, we've been talking to our region quite a bit. We've had an opportunity now to add relays where we have the ability to swim swimmers up in age group, so that we can get an opportunity to race relays. And now with the mixed relays being introduced at Carifta and CCCAN, and now obviously at the Olympics, these are all opportunities for more swimmers to get involved. Anybody that's been to a swimming competition will know that when the relays happen, the excitement level of the competition goes through the roof. It's the team atmosphere. It's the opportunity to race not just for yourself, but for the others that are part of the relay, that just added a level of excitement that you can't get from a one-on-one event.
Well, Donna, obviously you've heard the news of the IOC approving mixed relays for the 2020 Olympics, and obviously Commonwealth will be doing the same thing. But for the sport, track and field, from a Bermuda standpoint, it must be something of excitement that you could now try to convince more people to get involved, because it'll be a multi-event as opposed to them just doing it by themselves.
Yes, it's exciting news. I don't know how excited it is for athletics. 2020, when we look at the females that we have for 2020, we're probably talking about maybe Sakari, who's in the high jump, Tiara DeRosa, who's in the throw-in. There's not too many women right now that we have that's either sprinting, doing 400 meters. I think we have a fantastic 400-meter male team for 2020, but a mixed team, I don't know, that might be a little bit difficult. And for somebody to come out now and say, okay, I want to get ready for 2020, I'm not sure how successful that would be at that time either. So it's exciting for the Olympics, and I think it's going to be an exciting event. I watched the event at the World Relays, and it was a wonderful event to watch. Seeing Barbados win it was great. But for Bermuda, at this point in time, I cannot see in 2020 us having too many females that will be available for a mixed relay team.
What about beyond Tokyo? Because obviously we have some youngsters that are getting into track and field that potentially can be people that could reach that standard if given something that they could strive towards. So exclude 2020, but you must look beyond.
Oh yes, if we look beyond, if I even looking at the championships today, we have a lot of potential with the females that we have, the young adults that we have up here right now. So beyond 2020, hopefully we can hang on to these females that we have right now, which is always our problem. Then definitely beyond 2020, I could see us really focusing on a mixed relay team.